Datridu, 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 datridu.
Hello, my dear nuns and monks. Welcome to the Millennial Monk Podcast. I'm your host, Mudra Kumar, and we have with us the amazing Professor Purushottam Agarwal. प्रोफेसर, आपको और हमारे दर्शकों को जन्माष्टमी की बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं।
मुद्रा, आपको भी शुभकामनाएं जन्माष्टमी की, और आज जन्माष्टमी के दिन भगवान कृष्ण को प्रणाम। आप सबको, सभी दोस्तों को शुभकामनाएं, वेरी बेस्ट फॉर जन्माष्टमी। और इंसिडेंटली आपको मैं बताऊं कि आज मैंने अपने फेसबुक और ट्विटर पर महाभारत का एक बहुत रोचक प्रसंग लगाया है
जी,
और उस प्रसंग से हम क्या सीख सकते हैं ये भी कुछ उसमें इंडिकेट किया है। तो अगर आपकी अनुमति हो
प्लीज
तो मैं उसको थोड़ा सा यहाँ दोहराना चाहता हूँ।
प्लीज सर।
See, when the war has ended and everything is over and the Pandavas are ruling now, so Krishna has to return back to his own city, that is Dwarika.
जी,
So he's taking leave of Arjun and they are talking. They are friends, the best friends. So Arjun tells him that, look here, sir, the Gita which you told me at the battlefield, I'm
जी,
sorry, but because of the all kind of preoccupations in life, I have forgotten it. Can you please repeat it for me? So Krishna gets very angry and tells him, you are a mandbuddhi, you are a dumb head. you forgot it. But then what he says is something very significant. He says that, look, when I was speaking that, it was a different moment. I was at a very higher level of consciousness. And now even if I want, I cannot reproduce that. So the only thing is that I can tell you one of my conversations which I had with a great Jnani who came from Brahmalok, and I put some queries about moksha and dharma to him, and he answered my queries that I will try to reproduce for your benefit. Now, Mudra, there are two lessons to be learned from here. One,
okay,
that the moment of creativity is a really mysterious moment.
okay,
Whether it's the highest creativity like Bhagavad Gita or it's the creativity of lesser mortals. But the fact remains that the moment of creativity is a very mysterious moment. And it is
Right.
not even in the capacity of God himself to exactly reproduce and recapture that. See, it reminds me of a very moving couplet from, my favorite poet Ghalib.
जी,
So there he says, आते हैं गैब से मजामी ये ख्याल में, गालिब शरीरे खामा नवाए सरोज से. The ideas which I articulate in my poetry come from some invisible, mysterious place. And
Wow.
the sound which my pen creates while moving on the pen is actually the voice of angels which is speaking.
वाह 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 वाह,
Galib Sharire Khama Navaye Sarosh. So whether it's a great poet or it's a great philosopher or it's God himself, the moment of creativity cannot be exactly reproduced.
जी,
And therefore, it is for the listener to retain that in the memory, either in oral form or in written. And incidentally, unfortunately, this has been a great setback and problem in Indic tradition that we hardly bother to record the memory in written form. Except Kalhans Raj Tarangani, we do not have any text in pre-Islamic India which can be described history proper.
जी,
You
जी,
have to
जी,
cull out history from Mahabharata, from Ramayana, from Purana. I'm not saying that they did not have a sense of changing time.
Sure.
I'm not saying that they did not have a sense of history, but they never bothered to record that in a systematic way.
right,
So this is actually a reminder to all of us, and not only to Indians, but throughout the world, that the moment of creativity cannot be reproduced as it was. Therefore, please retain that in your memory. Secondly, Krishna says that I put some queries to that great knowledgeable person, and he answered my queries, which I am going to reproduce for your benefit. Which means, as I have written there, संवाद से भगवान भी सीखते हैं. Even God learns from dialogue. So one should have the humility to learn from dialogue.
वाह,
One should have the openness to learn from dialogue. Even
जी.
Bhagwan Krishna, who is supposed to be Purna Avatar, 16 कला के अवतार, Brahma himself impersonified, but even he learns from dialogue
जी
and is humble and honest enough to say that these are the answers which were given to me by that great scholar, and I'm reproducing it for your belief. And Arjun listens to that exactly as the words of Krishna. So it's not as if that
जी
Krishna is just reproducing. He is reproducing with approval, maybe with his own
जी
inputs. Okay? And that is why the author of Mahabharata describes this whole conversation as Anugita. Gita, the second
जी
edition, so to say. Gita reproduced, Anugita. Okay? Because it is
यस
just
सर
at the end, and after that, Krishna and Arjuna are never going to have a dialogue proper. This is the last dialogue between these two great friends. So it is Anugita. And one
ओके
of the
ओके
sloks in that Anugita Mudra is this. I would like to read it exactly as it is. And on that, we should really think. It goes like this: Ahimsa parmo dharmo, hinsa cha dharma lakshana, prakash lakshana deva, manusya karma lakshana. Ahimsa is the highest virtue. Ahimsa is the best form of dharma. And hinsa
जी
is a symptom of adharma. Just as
जी
the gods are recognized by light, men are recognized by their karmas, their acts. So what kind of man you are, what kind of person you are, it will be and it ought to be determined in the light of what you actually do. So this whole episode, in a very brief way, in a very poignant way, as a matter of fact, even more poignantly than Gita proper, underlines the importance of the ethical act.
जी
Because you will be recognized as a man or as a person only by your act. And while you act, you must remember that ahimsa is the highest virtue. Mind you,
जी
Mudra, Krishna is not saying that ahimsa is the only virtue.
जी
His mind was not simplistic to make such a sweeping statement. Of course, there are moments when you have to discard the virtue of ahimsa, but still it remains the touchstone. It remains the highest virtue. You cannot glorify violence, even you have to use it sometimes. So
जी
you have to, even if you do non-violent act, do it with the consciousness कि आप अधर्म कर रहे हैं, क्योंकि हिंसा अधर्म का लक्षण है.
जी
So this is what I wrote today, and I am happy and I was apprehensive given the temper of times. तो उस पोस्ट में भी मैंने लिखा है कि अगर कुछ विचार हो तो अच्छा लगेगा मुझे, और कुछ अच्छा संवाद हो, विवाद हो, अच्छा लगेगा, और अगर लोगों को ले दे ही करनी है तो हरी इच्छा. क्योंकि आजकल आप कुछ भी लिखें तो उस पर, जैसे कि आज हम लोग बात करने भी जा रहे हैं, अब चूंकि सपोजिटली आई एम अ सेकुलरिस्ट, आई एम एन हेरूवियन, सो वॉट एवर आई
जी
से मस्ट बी सस्पेक्ट. तो
जी
एक बार एक सज्जन ने मुझे चैलेंज भी कर दिया था कि ये कहाँ है. इस बार मैंने पूरे रेफरेंस वगैरह के साथ लिखा है ताकि उन्हें बार
वाह
बार ना
वाह
पूछना पड़े कि कहाँ है. तो लेकिन सौभाग्य से आई एम वेरी हैप्पी टू नोट दैट आई रोट दिस नोट only a couple of hours ago, and so far there has not been any nonsensical kind of comment. Some people
वेल
have
सर
appreciated, some people have raised questions, which I'm very happy, and I will probably by the end of the day or tomorrow or day after, I'll respond to some questions which have been raised. But I'm quite happy with the kind of discussion so far on the social media.
फिंगर्स क्रॉस सर. बट जिस तरह का ट्विटर है उस तरीके से, और जितनी अच्छी पोस्ट है वो जितने लोगों तक पहुंचेगी, तो बहुत जल्दी आपको वो अवसर भी प्रदान हो ही जाएगा सर, कि जब ऐसे लोग आ जाएंगे.
नहीं, उसमें देखो मुद्रा ऐसा है, there is a policy there. Beyond a point, I cannot take nonsense.
Of course.
I grant the fact that everybody has a right to express himself or herself, but then there is
जी
a lot of space to express.
जी
Not on my wall, not on my hand.
of course.
No, absolutely no gali galoj for me or for anybody. Absolutely no nonsense, no third-rate kind of interaction. I simply do not tolerate it. I am
जी
extremely intolerant of intolerance and badtamiji, and I am not accepting.
यस सर.
So go ahead. Yes.
यस, वो तो हमने सर मतलब क्लास में भी देखा है। और सबसे मतलब अगर आप प्रिंसिपल्स पे, वैल्यूज पे अगर आप बात करते हैं कोई और आपसे डिसएग्री करते हैं, तो मैं ये भी देखता हूँ कि आपके चेहरे पे एक अलग खुशी भी होती है और उसे टैकल करने का एक जज्बा भी होता है। तो
चैलेंज
ढंग से
चैलेंज
अगर
होता है।
एब्सोल्युटली सर, तो बस वही आई थिंक वो एक डिसेंसी आज के जमाने में खो गई है। खैर, बहरहाल बात को आगे बढ़ाते हुए,
जी।
इतने दिनों से हमारे सब्सक्राइबर्स ने इतने सारे क्वेश्चंस जो रखे हैं, बेहतरीन क्वेश्चंस रखे हैं कुछ, तो मैंने सोचा इस बार का जो एपिसोड है हम वो Q&A की ओर ले जाए और जो क्वेश्चंस
ठीक है।
रखे गए हैं उन्हें हम एड्रेस करते हैं सर।
ठीक है,
ठीक है, तो मैं
fine,
एक एक करके
perfect.
आपसे क्वेश्चंस पढ़ता हूं मैं,
ओके
और आप बताइए मुझे।
जी।
तो एपिसोड 1 से श्वेता सिंह जी का एक क्वेश्चन कहिए या एक सजेशन कहिए। उन्होंने कहा, थैंक यू सो मच मुद्रा, थैंक यू श्वेता जी। Dr. Sahab is like a walking library and world of wisdom for us. I wish we could hear more from him on issues related to dharma, moksha, democracy, and syncretism. Important leaders from south to north, from ancient to present times. ये उनका
Yeah, in fact,
सजेशन,
that's
उनकी
a
क्वेरी है।
wonderful suggestion, and I thank you. I thank Shweta for this. Thank you, Shweta. And yes, we have been trying to do that. In fact, I think this was the comment just after the first episode.
जी
And
जी जी
in the episodes following the first episode, we have tackled some of these things. For example, we have spoken about syncretism, we have spoken about secularism, we have also spoken about the ideas of dharma and moksha and so on. And we'll continue that. And
Yes.
in fact, I would take this opportunity to request other friends also to suggest the topics or to put forward the queries which they think I can probably make some meaningful contribution to. So once again, thank you, Shweta, and I will be doing this.
थैंक यू श्वेता जी।
Yes.
मूविंग फोर्थ सर, एपिसोड 2 से सुमन सेठी जी का ये एक प्रश्न है। We all know what secularism means. This is from the secularism episode. We all know what secularism means. But despite that, people tend to negate it and tend to polarize for getting a sense of comfort. Does secularism fail to give people that sense of comfort, or our educational process and society fails to inculcate the same? Thank you. ये सुमन सेठी जी का प्रश्न है सर।
It's a very important question, and we will come back to this question or the aspects of this question in further episodes. But at the moment, to make some very rudimentary primary observations. One, secularism, at least in our country, must be seen in a different way. And it has been seen in a different way. Theoretically, if you go strictly by dictionary meaning, then secularism means that the state or the polity should have nothing to do with religion. But this, in fact, is theoretically impossible. Because there is no culture in the world which is not associated with this or that religion in some other way. So that kind of secularism where the very religious idiom, the very aspects of religion are virtually banned or shunned from public life is impossible. Because, for example, where you draw the line, for example, I mean, forget about the very interesting and obvious rituals of syncretism in India. For example, the chadar to Khwaja Muinuddin Chishti of Ajmer is sent by the Prime Minister every year. And that is sent even by the Prime Minister's office of Mr. Narendra Modi. That has been a convention coming down from British times and continues till today at least. So I'm not talking even of those, but for example, let us say the motto of Life Insurance Corporation of India. You recall what that motto is?
No, sir.
Yog Kshemam Vahamyaham. Now this is a phrase from Bhagavad Gita. So somebody could say that here is a violation of secularism.
So what does that mean?
Our national, I will take care of your well-being.
Okay.
Yog Kshemam Vahamyaham. This is from Bhagavad Gita. And this is the motto of Life Insurance Corporation of India. Okay. Similarly, the very national motto Satyamev Jayate. It is from Mandukya Upanishad.
Okay.
The Dharma Chakra in our national emblem and in our national flag is the Dharma Chakra Buddha. So the point
Ji.
I'm trying to make that we should not take secularism as a kind of expression of a culturally designated worldview. Not that. And this is true of all the countries, not only of India. I told in one of the episodes that the presidents of USA still takes oath on Bible.
Yes, sir.
The king of United Kingdom is still described as the defender of faith, and so on and
Yes,
so
sir.
forth. Now, सुमन नाम है ना इनका, सुमन सेठी.
जी, सुमन सेठी.
नाउ कमिंग टू सुमन क्वेश्चन. हाँ, सुमन सेठी ने सवाल बहुत सही उठाया है. दिस इज ट्रू that a sense of comfort, a sense of kind of mysterious comfort, a sense of fulfillment, you cannot get it merely by the secular activities. इसको यूं समझिए आप कि जैसे मैं क्या करता हूँ अपने रोजमर्रा की जिंदगी में, क्या खाता हूँ, क्या पहनता हूँ, कैसे कमाता हूँ, ये सब मेरे सेकुलर एस्पेक्ट के हिस्से. ये मेरा हियर एंड नाउ है. But there has to be something beyond. So something beyond आपको मिलता है रिलीजन से, right?
जी, जी.
Some kind of imagination of life after life or whatever. तो वो something beyond आपको मिलता है रिलीजन से. तो रिलीजन किसी ना किसी सेंस में आपको एक कंफर्ट देता है. उस तरह की कंफर्ट थियोरेटिकल सेकुलरिज्म नहीं दे सकता.
जी.
लेकिन अगर आप सेकुलरिज्म को एक कल्चर और स्पिरिचुअल एंगस्ट दोनों से जोड़े, यही हिंदुस्तान के फ्रीडम मूवमेंट ने किया. इसीलिए आप हमारे यहाँ देखेंगे कि सेकुलरिज्म का मतलब ये है रेस्पेक्ट फॉर ऑल रिलीजियस ट्रेडिशंस, नॉट मियरली अ रेस्पेक्ट, आल्सो एन एंगेजमेंट, क्रिटिकल एज वेल एज रेस्पेक्ट. इसीलिए आप ये देखेंगे, और ये कोई ऐसा नहीं है कि एकाएक फ्रीडम मूवमेंट के दौरान हो गया. दिस वाज
जी
continuing from at least early modern India. We have discussed it so many times, you know. For example, आज कृष्ण जन्माष्टमी है. I mean, Ras Khan was not a Hindu. He never converted to Hinduism. And he wrote some of the most moving poems in praise of Lord Krishna.
जी.
Taj Bibi was not a Hindu. She never converted to Hinduism. Okay? I have mentioned in my book, Kabir, a Sufi shrine near Ajmer, where the chief khadim, the chief priest, happens to be a Hindu Brahmin. So this is the gist of Indian secularism, that we try to connect with all kind of religious traditions which are available to us. At least the enlightened Indians. I am not talking of, and when I say enlightened, I am not saying educated, mind you.
Of course.
Uneducated people are also very enlightened in their own ways. So anyway,
Yes.
so that kind of comfort you have to find from culture, where there is an element of religion which cannot be denied. But more importantly, that kind of comfort and that kind of sense of beyond, you actually find, and you should try to find in the creative expression. In music, just try to listen to some good music. Not the whole Allah of certain type, but some good music. Light classical, ghazal, or European classical, or whatever, or folk. Just listen to some music quietly, patiently. Just read some good poetry, some good literature. Just look at a painting with contemplation. You will find the kind of comfort which we miss.
जी.
And this comfort is not a kind of escapist comfort. When I use the word the expression comfort, I'm saying that you will find that connection with beyond. अपने आप से, अपनी रोजमर्रा की चिंताओं से आगे जाके कुछ एग्जिस्टेंशियल कंसर्न्स. हमने एक एपिसोड में जो बात की थी कि दी ओनली फिलोसॉफिकल प्रॉब्लम इज दैट ऑफ सुसाइड.
Yes.
इन अदर वर्ड्स द प्रॉब्लम ऑफ मीनिंग ऑफ लाइफ, मीनिंग ऑफ एग्जिस्टेंस. तो अब जो पोलराइजेशन की बात उन्होंने कही है सुमन जी ने, एक तो ये मुझे उम्मीद है कि सुमन जी को इस बात से कुछ संतोष हुआ होगा, और हम आगे भी बात करेंगे. टू पुट इट ब्रीफली, secularism per se, as understood in dictionary meaning, cannot provide you that kind of comfort. But fortunately, in actual practice, there is no such secularism which is dissociated from culture.
Right.
Thirdly, there is no culture which can be totally dissociated from any and every religious tradition.
Yes.
So the point is that considering ourselves fortunate as being in the tradition of our early modern and freedom movement forefathers and mothers, we can learn a lot from them.
Right.
Fourthly, that comfort you can seek from creative expression, your own and others. So that is one thing. If you really are looking for comfort, then some contemplation, call it dhyan, or some moments with yourself, ekant, some reflection, music, painting, all kind of creative expressions. That is one. Now, polarization. About polarization, we must clearly understand. In India, people who use the expressions like secular or dismiss secularism, basically they are dismissing the very idea of
The very idea of
India, very idea of India. Because the point is that diversity and the dialogue between various elements of that diversity is the crux of India. And as I have told you umpteen times, the diversity is not merely in the sense of religions. It's multi-layered diversity in this country. Multi-layered. And you do not even realize it because it is so gradual and it is so part of your life that you just don't realize it, but it's there.
Yes.
I mean, anybody can do this experiment. Take a train from Delhi up to Chennai and try to look at just railway stations and railway platforms. Look at the people. Look at their dresses. Listen to their language. Look at their food habits. You will pass through an amazing experience of diversity.
Yes.
So, it is this polarization politics is essentially against the celebration of that diversity. It wants to impose things from it. It wants to define the essence of Indianness in very narrow terms.
Right.
अगर आप हिंदी नहीं बोलते तो आप हिंदुस्तानी कैसे हैं? आप हिंदू नहीं है या हिंदू धर्म से हर चीज नहीं मान लेते तो this is not the way. So that kind of polarization has nothing to do with spirituality. It has nothing to do with comfort or religion or whatever. It's a purely political project and must be treated as such.
Right. So would you say just एक सवाल ऐसा मन में आया कि ये जो बाइनरीज में डालने की जो बात होती है कि आप हिंदू नहीं है तो आप इंडियन, आप हिंदी नहीं बोलते तो आप इंडियन कैसे है, ये एक तरीके से एक कॉलोनियल हैंगओवर भी कह सकते हैं इसको, बाइनरीज में बात को डालने का। हर
बाइनरीज में कॉलोनियल हैंगओवर भी, और उस कॉलोनियल हैंगओवर के साथ जुड़े हुए इस समय के या कुछ वर्ष पहले तक के पॉलिटिकली एम्बिशियस लोगों के सेल्फिश इंटरेस्ट भी है
जी।
हर चीज कॉलोनियल हैंगओवर नहीं है, कुछ चीजें जो है वो आपने भी जानबूझ करके एक तरह से क्रिएट किया जी। सो ऐसा नहीं है कि इट्स जस्ट कॉलोनियल हैंगओवर। कॉलोनियल हैंगओवर है अपनी जगह, ठीक है, लेकिन आज कॉलोनियल रूल खत्म हुए 75 साल हो गए।
जी जी।
तो जो लोग अभी भी उन चीजों से चिपके हुए हैं और उनको रिवाइव करना चाहते हैं, लेट अस थिंक अबाउट देम।
श्योर। ओके सर।
That reader.